students' homes at the SIL Centre.
Well, I think most house parents really feel that building relationships with kids is very rewarding, and as you spend time with them, the kids really do become close to you. You build a family unit, and that has great rewards.
Those are, the little ones are fighters, the bigger ones are bombers.
Well, children's home parents have a position where they have to care for the physical and social and spiritual needs of the kids, but it's more than just putting meals on the table. We feel as if we're in the business of changing lives.
The evidence of lives being changed is seen in the spiritual growth of the young people. Outside of school hours, they gather for Bible study, prayer, and worship.
Teaching missionaries kids is probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done, because these young people are the missionaries of the future. They've been on the field, they're with their parents on the field, they've got the cultural background, they've got the language, lots of them, and so they're a terrific resource that we can use for the future. And so it's not just providing a service to the missionaries in providing education for their kids, but it's also a terrific way of recruiting for the future. We have 14 different nationalities in the schools at Ukarumpa, and this is really a challenge because the needs of the Dutch are quite different to the Asians, and of course the Americans and Australians have different needs again. So the teachers have to be very flexible in meeting those needs, but of course that's part of the delight too of working with these different children with their different educational needs.
Luke chapter 2, verse 14.
The challenge of catering for children of different nationalities is expressed in many areas of school life. Two important areas are the need to provide opportunity for students to gain tertiary entrance in their home country, and mother tongue learning, children from non-English speaking countries receiving some instruction in their own language. This increases the number of teachers needed to staff the school.
Our desire is to, of course, provide the information that kids need to know, to also teach them the skills that they're going to be able to need to use, and also to expose them to the technology that they're going to need to be able to face and understand in the 21st century.
With over 500 students from a variety of nationalities studying a wide range of subjects, an adequate staffing level is essential. But as teachers complete their term or return to their home country on furlough, they leave a vacancy in the classroom. There is currently an urgent need for teachers in many subject areas, from kindergarten to high school.
The options we have when we don't have the necessary staff to carry out our educational program means that we have to go to the support departments and the literacy and translation departments. And right now we've had to pull in 5 translators and a couple of literacy specialists plus support staff to help fill some of the gaps.
We'd like to be a roving literacy team, meaning we would go out to villages and help the translators and then come back in and do some training here. But they're asking me to teach at the high school, which puts me as a teacher and not a literacy worker, and that's not what our supporters at home sent us to do.
2 weeks ago, I got a phone call asking me to come in and to teach next year and take the English HSC course. That means that the dedication, all the printing, that kind of thing, will be set back maybe up to 6 months before the people at MISMA are able to receive the Word of God in their own language.
Opportunities to work with missionary children at Ukarumpa are not restricted to teaching staff.
Well, we need 2 or 3 sets of house parents each year because of the turnover that we have. And if we don't get these people, we have to ask the translators to come in and look after the homes. It's a vital ministry here. We've just had a couple now that are just starting their program, and because we needed house parents, they did volunteer to come and fill that need. And of course their translation program now has been put back until we can find house parents to come and take their place.
There are a number of options that teachers could choose in regards to time of service here at Ukarump International School. We have the short-term assistants that come for a couple of years, and that's really helpful to us, although it does mean you have a lot of teachers rotating, but we're just delighted and grateful for teachers that can come for a 2-year leave of absence from their teaching profession back home and serve here. We really look forward to have teachers who would like to become career members with Wycliffe, and they would come for 4 years and then go home for 1 year furlough. But we would love teachers to come in either option.
Missionary children need teachers and house parents, people who fulfill a vital link in the Bible translation chain.
Because the absolute bottom line is translation, and the teachers for our schools ultimately will make a difference as to whether we'll get the translation job done.
At Ukarumpa International School, the needs are critical. The opportunities are endless.
We need you a lot.